the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be...
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. A season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. The win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kobe is out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Spencer Hawes. Then there's Champ. And it's Russell in at shooting guard. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
.110 left here in the opening quarter. Gay outside. 13 feet away. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Champ. He's covered by Rondo.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
And the shot is good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
It's Gay on the way. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's all tied in Sacramento. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Clarkson is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Brandon Bass. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Young in at the 3. The Kings leading. Outside Collison. The dish to McLemore. Pass to Koufos. And he gets it to go. Koufos has got 4 this quarter.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Clarkson. Nailed from three-point land.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Collison. He's covered closely. Here's the floater. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
The fadeaway. That one wide left. Here is Caspi. Shoots the 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Kings on top, leading by just 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
They were simply the...
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup. It seemed every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
We've got Rudy Gay. Bellinelli is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Quincy Ace, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Bellinelli. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Cousins. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
Rondo with the ball. Williams picks him up. Cousins, no one around him, nails the wide-open jump shot. Cousins has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Kings.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Champ. He nails it, and we're tied up. Champ's got 5 points so far.
Oh, big 3 right there. I mean, I got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Cousins with the bucket.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Champ. Plays it up and banks it in. Champ's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Champ. No good on that last second. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Passes it to Rondo. Here's the screen. It's Gay with the drive. Hawes with the block. So for the Lakers right now, Harvey Williams is out there with Spencer Hawes. Then it's Russell. And there's Bryant. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
In the first half, they shot a little over 30%. That's dismal. That's obviously not the start that you want to see. But they've settled down here in this second half, getting some good looks, and they've started to knock them down.
Champs checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Rondo. Gay outside. He kicks to Koufos. And Champ gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Gay outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. Here's Rondo. Oh, that's blocked. And he gets it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Sacramento making a switch here. Caspi's checked in. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Champ. Williams passes to Champ. Yes!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Collison kicks to Gay. And stolen by Russell. And now we've got the intentional foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Quincy Aces come in for Caspi. And it's Bellinelli in for Derek.
Oh! The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're losing by 8. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And here's Los Angeles. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
That's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Shoots. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
Their entire offense revolved around him, and he came through in a big way. I know this is supposed to be a team game, but tonight it was all about one guy. He provided a huge majority of their points, and it wasn't even close.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, to go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they barely squeaked by with that one, edging out by just 1 point.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Will Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Goes up from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
So it's the Lakers now. It's stolen by Moutier. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. So it's the Lakers now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And Gallinari kicks to Laverne. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Favors. Nance comes in for Randall. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Kobe.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Nurkic the pass to Chandler. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Chandler's got his first bucket in this one.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Out to Nance. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Augustine. Got it! He got
just in time.
What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make.
And Derek Favors, known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills. Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Brandon Bass is out there with Marvin Williams. And it's Hawes in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Williams dishes to Bass. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kobe, that's for 2. With the clock winding down, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Moutier, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Shots good by Williams.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now, here's Moutier. He's covered by Clarkson. And Laverne kicks to Fareed. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Clarkson. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off long. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Well, the defense is what did the Lakers season in last year, but their offense struggled at times as well, Clark. They just couldn't count on things night to night.
Well, they were near the bottom of the league in most offensive categories, Kevin. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. The efficiency just wasn't there.
So on the floor for Denver. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Moutier out there with Will Barton. And it's Laverne in at the 5.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And with the Lakers and their lack of offense, sometimes teams can hide that by playing good defense, but the Lakers just really didn't have either. A lot of things working against them this past season.
For the lead, and the layup is good. Champs got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Screen by Fareed. Fareed, a screen on Bryant. 5 on the clock. Here's Barton. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, the Lakers often would get in trouble with slow starts to games because of their offense. I mean, at least they forced a league-high 9 overtime games, going 6-3 in those contests, so the offense seemed to come alive late in games.
and you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good from Randall. And Denver has possession. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. Screened by Nurkic. And here's Chandler from the arc. No good. Clarkson. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Lakers lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Champ out there with Ryan Kelly. Then there's Favors. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Nance in at the power forward. That's the Laker 5. Pass to Champ. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Arthur. Chandler against Favors. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. 124 left in the fourth quarter. Has some information for us, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thanks, Doris.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Outside, Kobe. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Gallinari. Now the dish to Mudiay. Back to Gallinari. Wide open look. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Martin passes to Mudiay. There's the pick. And there's the feed to Gallinari. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. drops. He ties it up.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Champ.
Got it! The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barton dishes to Gallinari. With the floater. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Here's Champ. Tries from 16. It's off. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And don't... Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Bill Barton is out there with Moutier, and it's Laverne in at the 5 down low. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
Yeah, zero tolerance for mistakes here.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 35 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
I think it's a no-brainer here. You got to go 2 for 1 to maximize the clock.
Important, and you're right about clock management. I mean, this is a great opportunity here. But first and foremost, they have got to get a quality shot.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for a meta world peace. Champ knocks down the 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Los Angeles on D. It's a 5-point game. Here are the Lakers with the ball. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. That's a hard pass to make when the defense has that many people in the paint.
Barton Can't get the three to fall. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Mudiay kicks to Barton. Gallinari wide open, off on that one. And so the Lakers take the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game.
Fan base that loves their star more than this club. Wow. I'm getting jealous. He feeds off that sport. Once they got...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.